What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now this video is very interesting and I wanted to share it because I think it's very necessary to share these types of videos because it's important for men and women to see this. Now, before we hop into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content, all right? But in the caption of this video, it says, "Black man says he effectively gave up on being a father because of the disrespect and having to fight to be a dad." Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Definitely chime in. I want to hear what you guys have to say, all right? Let's get into it. Here we go.
I'm often asked, after 16 years, if I was to see my former daughter, will I speak to her? After 16 years. No. No. People, I'm going to tell you something about us black men. We take scrap respect. Yeah. We're conditioned to take scrap respect. We're so in tune to understanding that everybody think if we own homes, we're gonna be a slumlord. If we fathers, we're gonna be deadbeats. All of us good men, we fight and take on the full brunt of the stereotypes that you are as a black man.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's absolutely right. And I think that is part of the problem. And this is why I believe that it's so important to focus on positive narratives of black men and also make the distinction between the two. That, hey, not every black man is a deadbeat. Every black man does not fit into those negative stereotypes that they're trying to portray them as. And this is why it's so dangerous, the rhetoric that we see when it comes out of a lot of women, you know, modern women's mouths, is that they try to paint. There's no distinction. There's no distinction between, hey, this is my experience with some deadbeats, but this is not all men. They never make the distinction between the men that they date, the men that they choose to give children to. They never make the distinction that, hey, the guys that I dated were like this, but this is not a representation of all men. And I think that that's important. This is why I try to make the distinction that, hey, the stereotypes that are out there, the things that people are putting out there on black men does not represent all black men. That there are good fathers. There are men who are married to their, you know, have wives and have their kids and are good fathers and are taking care of their kids and their kids are in their lives. There are a lot of men who are out there like that. But when you hear women talk about their experiences with black men, it's always negative, and there's never a distinction between the men that they dated versus the men that are actually out there. They put them all in this one category. And so what happens is the good have to suffer for the bad. The good end up being part of that negative reputation that everyone else sees. That's the same way I talk about, you know, the black image and how the women, the ones that represent us, are not the best that we offer. It's at the bottom, and that's what is being pushed to the forefront. So society looks at us as a whole that, hey, this is what all black women do. There's always been this trope about black men and black women, that black women are loud and aggressive and they have attitudes and they don't, and, you know, they ready to, they got an attitude and ready to fight. You know, this idea that all black men are deadbeats and they don't take care of their kids and they're all in jail. There have always been this type of rhetoric and stigma associated with what black women and black men are, when that is not the truth for all of us. And I think if we don't make a distinction, if we don't talk about the differences between the upper class of our society versus the lower class, then we're all going to always continuously be lumped into this one big group that is considered negative amongst all of us. And I think that that's a problem. And that's where the stereotypes come from. And people believe what they see. And unfortunately, the majority of what they see is the negative aspect of our communities and our culture. And they just put everybody in that same box. And then the people who are the worst of the community don't give a shit about the reputation of our community. They don't care about how this affects everybody. They just doing what they want to do. They're just reckless as ever, and they have no consideration of how this could possibly affect us all. And they're not trying to make any changes. They're not trying to do better. They're just gonna do what they want to do, and they don't care about anybody else. So that's dangerous to me. But let's continue, y'all.
The other guys, it don't matter to them. But us good guys, we the ones that fighting in the court. We the one that making videos. Basically, they don't know how to read it right when we criticize them. We're trying to get them to act right. I seen a video the other day where a black woman said, I like when black men get offed. I've never seen a black man make a video that says that.
That's crazy.
This is how comfortable they have gotten at disrespecting us, and you've accepted it. My mom. I was paying my mom's rent. My mom talked to me like I was an absolute piece of trash because she don't like my company. My daughter. I didn't do nothing to my daughter. My daughter had her own business at 6. She had a key to the office. She knew all my passcodes. She knew everything about me. I said, if anything happened to me, there's an evasive action that you're going to take. Here's the deeds to the houses, everything. Didn't matter. The fact is, her mother wanted to treat me like shit, and then she joined in. I fought to be a father for 11 and a half years. I fought for 11 years, 5 months, and 29 days too much. I shouldn't have fought to be a father for one day. I'm retired military. I own multiple homes. I own 7 cars. 6 of them are BMWs. I have 2 IULs, 1 retirement account that I'm collecting off of the military now. I've never been I don't have no felonies. I'm 56. I'm in good health. I got the goods. And still, I had to beg my daughter to respect me as a father. So 16 years ago, after 11 years of fighting her mother, and only 2 weeks of fighting her, I only fought her for 2 weeks. She f***ed me over. I said, nah, we ain't doing this now. Mm-hmm. She did it 2 weeks later, never spoke to him since.
Mm-hmm.
Stop accepting all the negative nonsense because you don't want to fall under the stereotypes. That's why they quick to call you a deadbeat. They're playing on your morals. After all, the song do go, Papa was a Rolling Stone, and I'll always love Mama, right? You're conditioned, unfortunately, to accept this bull.
And he's absolutely right. And it is a conditioning. It is a brainwashing to once again make you think that mama's always right and daddy always wrong, and you need to go with mama and believe her until she show you who she truly is. And then you end up having a problem with her. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth will prevail. It will come out at some point. And so this is why you find men and women who have realized the truth once they're grown and they can make decisions for themselves. They realize, dang, the mama was dead wrong. She did a lot of things that kept them away from the fathers, and she find out she lied. They find out all kinds of things about it. And then they have this disdain for her, and then they don't really have a good relationship with her because you realize the type of stuff that she was doing. So now you don't trust her. Now you confused, and you got to work that out. And then now y'all relationship is strained. So once again, it's a problem. And I think this is unfortunate that people have to go through this type of stuff, but it's a real thing. And I think they don't want to really talk about it or bring it to the forefront because, once again, you want it to make it look like, oh, the men are always wrong and the women are always right. And that's not necessarily the case. And I'm not saying, look, all men are right. No, I'm saying there are a lot of them who are. But women want to push this narrative that, oh, women, we do it all right and we got everything together, and these men are just always the problem. And we see in a lot of cases that's just not true. And so shout out to him. This situation is unfortunate because eventually that child is going to see what's really going on, and then she gonna feel some type of way. And so it is what it is. But let me know if you've ever been through a situation like that, or if you've experienced something like that, a person who went through something like this. Let me know about it in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. So make sure you chime in. Let me know your thoughts. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.